little kids, you see those sand bluff over there. We used to jump off the top of it. That's what ranch and farm kids get to do. They get to, they create their own Disney World.
We took a trip out to Dumas, Texas to see that sandy bluff where Braden Gibson grew up, to the same place where he manages 8,000 acres with his father Lee, his mother Paula, and Brett, his brother. It's here where Audrey and Braden are raising a new generation of Texans, Cutler and his little sister, Caitlin.
We're a family farm and ranch. Our operation's been in our family for over 100 years.
Gibson Farms is cotton and corn, wheat and sorghum, 120 miles, 1,000 feet of elevation, and a dozen soil types between farms. There are cattle and a large compost business serving farmers in 3 states.
Our farm is spread out. One farm is 100 miles from the other farm. Our compost company has a radius of 200 miles. Well, our farm, we farm close to 7,000 irrigated acres and about 1,200 dryland acres. The irrigated acres split into 3 summer crops: corn, cotton, and sorghum. And the dryland acres are predominantly wheat and sorghum. We farm on the western side of the Texas Panhandle and we farm on the eastern side of the Texas Panhandle. There's about a 120-mile gap between the two, and they're real different. That 120 miles has a whole lot of difference.
With a bit of water, Braden has turned pretty dry ground into a highly productive circle of grass for cattle. We can run pretty big numbers on this, he says.
What we have here is the irrigated grass. It's a cool season grass blend. You can see we planted behind cotton. This was cotton last year. We can run pretty big numbers of cattle on it for our area. Right now there's as you can see there's 1,200 pounds per acre here. The stocking rates on this for our part of the world is about a cow to the acre, which is not heard of around here. We usually stock around a cow to 25 acres. I'm pretty proud of this, and this is new. This is new to us. This is 3 months old.
2019 was a pretty darn good year for cotton, too. Cotton has turned into a good fit for this farm.
This is Phytogen 350 cotton hybrid, and this is new to our farm too. I'm really pleased with how this crop looks. If you'll see it, it's starting to bear fruit. We average typically 1,500 pounds to the acre.
Braden has found new value in something he didn't think much of in the beginning: peer groups.
Our operation is involved with a peer group. When that was first brought to us a long time ago, I kind of giggled at a peer group. Why do I need a peer group? And it's very beneficial to me as well as our organization, because our peer group is consisted of other operations that are diversified like we are, and they're scattered throughout the country. We've been able to bring back things from the peer group such as accounting methods, fertilizer methods, inventory methods. It's just everybody does something different.
Braden is proud of his son, Cutler. Born 2 months too soon, no bigger than his father's hands, Cutler is growing big and strong, and he's learning skills that will allow him to succeed his own father.
Working with my son, I think, is one of the major benefits of being involved in agriculture and in a family business. Not everybody can take their kid to work every day. They have take your kid to work days, but I can take my son to work every day.
Braden's best day on Gibson Farms boils down to 2 words: problem solved. That's what he wants for his own kids: to understand the problems and to solve them.
My son, it really makes me smile knowing that he loves to go riding the combine with me or his uncle. He loves to go riding around the ranch with his granddad. We're going to get on our horses and ship cattle. And I just don't think you can find that anywhere else but in agriculture. that it instills good work ethic in them, and they know how to have fun, and they know how to fix problems because they see them on a day-to-day basis. You know, when they're out with us. They don't realize it at the time, because I didn't realize it at the time, but they're learning how to be problem solvers early in life.
And how could we end this story about a farmer in Texas who has a friend in Alabama without telling a story about football?
Well, I have a friend in Alabama who is a Auburn Tigers fan. I'm not getting in on that. That's worse than talking about Republican or Democrat. So we won't go there. We're just from Texas, and we're Red Raider fans, and we don't want any fights.